Wolfpack. I'm Riley Fonseca.
And I'm Karina Gonzalez. Today is Thursday, October 3rd. Let's get started with your morning announcements.
Attention Hype Company members, you need to turn in your Dance Fest emergency forms today and also buy your tickets for Dance Fest ASAP. Tickets are available through pre-sale and cannot be purchased at the door. They are $10 and you can purchase these tickets from Ms. Hendricks.
Our food fair is tomorrow and it is Western themed. Be sure to dress up. Also, make sure to visit the Wolfpack TV stand for some delicious mac and cheese.
Any juniors or seniors interested in Future Educators Association can still be accepted into the organization, but you must join by the end of this term.
Unity Day is coming up and will be held on October 23rd. If you want to be a participant or a leader, you can pick up a form at the leadership window during lunch. Make sure to turn in your forms to Mariah Ford by October 14th. If you have any questions, please contact Mariah Ford on School Loop.
MSA members, there will be a meeting today after school in Miss Rose's room, HE4.
Next Friday, October 11th, Franklin Elementary School is hosting their annual Harvest Festival. If you're available to work from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m., please contact Trevor Braskamp.
Finals are just around the corner, and if you're looking for an awesome way to study, come to Cram with a Pack, October 9th, from 3:30 to 5 o'clock in the MP room.
Attention juniors, float building will begin on Monday, October 7th in Miss Morlock's room, HP4, promptly at 3:15.
Hey seniors, do you want to be represented in the yearbook this year? Well, you have a chance to submit a senior quote. You have until November 1st, and this must be submitted to Josiah Bloyd.
Homecoming parade float applications are now being accepted in the activities room. All clubs and sports teams that would like to participate in this year's parade, let Mr. Mason know and turn in the form that all club advisors were sent. If you do not have this form, you can pick one up in the activities room. There is a $100 prize for the best float or spirit truck to the club or team. All applications are due by this Friday to Mr. Mason.
And speaking of homecoming, don't forget to vote for royalty before the deadline, October 8th.
Hey all you freshmen, float building for your class will be October 7th through the 9th and will start at 3:30 in Miss Henderson's room, HB2.
Let's check out what happened on this day in history.
On this day in 1955, the Mickey Mouse Club begins on ABC. The Mickey Mouse Club was created by Walt Disney and featured a regular but ever-changing cast of teenage performers in a variety show for kids with a newsreel and a cartoon, as well as music, talent, and comedy, and the well-remembered Mouseketeer roll call, where the teenage performers would introduce themselves by name to the television audience. The program was first televised from 1955 to 1960. Then the show was reformatted and reimagined after its initial run on ABC, first from 1977 to 1979 for first-run syndication, and again from 1989 to 1996 on the Disney Channel. Also, on this day in 1985, the Space Shuttle Atlantis was launched on its maiden voyage, carrying 2 military communications satellites in a mission dedicated to the U.S. Department of Defense. Atlantis was the 4th operational space shuttle to be constructed by the Rockwell International Company in Southern California, and it was delivered to the John F. Kennedy Space Center in eastern Florida. Atlantis was the only orbiter which lacked the ability to draw power from the International Space Station while docked there. It had to continue to provide its own power through fuel cells. By the end of its final mission, Atlantis had orbited the Earth 4,848 times, traveling nearly 126 billion miles in space, or more than 525 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon.
Tickets for the homecoming dance are now on sale in the student store. They are $15 with ASB and $20 without. Guest passes are available on the COHS webpage and are due to the vice principal by Monday, October 14th. Don't forget you must have an ASB to buy a guest pass.
Attention class of 2017, there will be a freshman scavenger hunt today after school from 3:30 to 5:30. Teams of 5 members can sign up in the cafeteria today. The top prize is a ticket for the football game for every member of your team or the homecoming dance. There is also a special prize for the team who finds the golden paw.
Now let's take it on over to Hannah and Layla for your news update.
Hello everyone, I'm Layla Blakely.
And I'm Hannah Tompkins. Let's get started with today's news.
Since it was announced that Simon Cowell was expecting a child with his girlfriend Lauren Silverman, he has become somewhat of a changed man. And on Saturday, the music producer continued his transformation from Mr. Nasty to Mr. Nice Guy as he was spotted reaching into his pocket and handing over a $100 bill to a homeless man who approached him while at a red stoplight in Los Angeles.
So I'm sure you've all heard about the recent government shutdown, but you may not know the reason. Congress could not agree on a spending bill to fund the government, causing the U.S. federal government to shut down all non-essential services. Democrats and Republicans are deeply divided and barely on speaking terms these days. The Republican-led House tried to pass a piecemeal funding plan on Tuesday night to pay for the District of Columbia, Veterans Affairs, and national parks. It failed to win the required two-thirds vote, but has no future in any case. The Democratic-led Senate wasn't about to agree to it, and the White House promised a veto. This is the first shutdown since late 1995. That one lasted 21 days, leading into 1996. Some of the effects of today's shutdown are that more than 800,000 government workers have been furloughed for an unknown amount of time. The Department of Homeland Security will stop civil liberties, complaint lines, and investigations. Businesses operating on federally managed lands will close, and we don't know how long this shutdown will last.
A walk in the park became the ultimate teachable moment for an 8-year-old boy. Max Parenti was walking with his dog and his dad in a park in New Hampshire when he saw something in the grass. It turned out to be $1,450 in cash, lost by a local shop owner, Cherry Smith, on the walk to her car. Parenti gave the money to the police, and a thankful Smith sent him a card with $100 as a reward. Well, that's all the news we have for you today. I am Layla Blakely.
And I'm Hannah Tompkins. Back to you, anchors.
Thank you to everyone who came out and supported our school for Wolfpack Wednesday at Rubio's. Our winners were Emily Petrick, Emily Fruta, Grant Morse, and Tanner Greenwood.
Don't forget, there is practice after school in the dance room for all ladies in Poly Club.
Our COHS fall concert is tonight at 7 at the PAC. Also, CO Band will be having their first ever Pops concert on Saturday at 7. Be sure to come out and support.
If you have to change your Term 2 schedule, make sure to turn in your change request form into Student Services no later than tomorrow at 3:30. Well, that's all we have for you today. I'm Riley Fonseca.
And I'm Karina Gonzalez, and remember, the strength of the wolf is the pack.
And the strength of the pack is the wolf. Have a great day.